Hey everybody, Jennifer McCulloch with Century 21 High Desert. I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. Happy hump day. I just wanted to give you a couple little tidbits of information on the market and what's going on and just, I guess, some of my thoughts on that. And if you have any questions or anything, you can always reach out to me at any time. I'm happy to give you a little more detail, but just a quick overview. So currently on the market, there are about 73 properties. Now that's just in Bonneville County alone, and that's single family homes and townhomes. So it doesn't include any investment type properties like duplexes, fourplexes, that kind of thing. So just in Bonneville County, 73 properties. They've been on the market an average of 56 days. There are currently, of those properties, about 12 homes that are priced under $300,000. And then the majority of the properties that are on are priced between $550,000 to $700,000. Since January, there have been 156 homes that have actually sold, and the average time on the market was about 24 days for those properties. Again, that's everything, all price ranges. So, I haven't honed into one specific area, but of all of those properties that sold, the median price point was about $394,000. So just to give you kind of some information, so when you think about interest rates and where those are at right now, currently they're about 3.8%. So if you were looking at a property, if you were looking to finance about $450,000 and say the taxes were $3,000, I'm just going to use some kind of random numbers here. So you're financing $450,000, the taxes are approximately $3,000, and we're looking at an interest rate about 3.8%. Your payment on that is going to be about $2,430 a month. So $2,430 a month. Now, if that rate were to jump up to 4%, so just 0.2 differences all, that would actually have an impact of about $50 a month to your payment. So I don't want to get into too many details because there's so many variables. I mean, depending on how much you're putting down, are you buying your rate down a little bit lower, your tax bracket that you're going to be in. So there's a lot of variables, but I just wanted to give you kind of an idea and understanding that just that small difference in the interest rate change, just that 0.2 difference is a $50 difference to that monthly payment. So it can have a pretty big effect overall. And it's crazy. We have seen interest rates jump just in the last couple of months from, they were hovering down around 3.1 to 3.2%, and now to be up around that 3.8% just in a short amount of time is probably it's been the largest increase that we've seen in the rates. For all of last year. So times are changing for sure. That being said, our market is strong. We're still growing. We definitely see the market continuing to be strong throughout this year. So yeah, a couple things to think about. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you're feeling really frustrated, because I know that's a real thing right now. It's really difficult to find something affordable. But there's some things you can do. So if you're not already aware of it, there is something called the First Time Home Buyer Savings Account Program. And this is just an Idaho state program. So if you go to, currently I know that Bank of Commerce, Idaho Central Credit Union, and Westmark Credit Union are all participating in this program. So you can save up to $15,000 as an individual or $30,000 as a married couple annually. And that money is deducted from your Idaho state taxable income. So you can put that into this savings account program. And it doesn't have to be $15,000. If you're putting $1,000 a year, it doesn't matter. It all counts, right? So any money that you can put into that savings program for the future to go towards the purchase of a home will be deducted from your taxable income. So it's a great way to start saving. If you have kids out there who are just graduating or going to college, this is a great program to get started in now. So when they're ready, they've got some money set aside, and they've also saved a little money on their taxes as well. So it's a great program. If you have more questions or want information about that, just let me know, and I'd be happy to direct you and to get you in the right direction. Um, other than that, I just, a lot of people, there's a lot of worry out there. And all I can say is we have no power over our past. So in the past, yeah, prices were a lot lower, interest rates were a lot lower, but we have zero power over that. That was then, this is now. And if my friend George is watching that, we just had a conversation about this, how we need to really be focused on the present because it's really all we have control over. We have no control over the future. We have no idea what's going to happen. There's no crystal ball. Uh, do we feel like we're going to see a recession like we did back in 2008 and 9? Definitely not. Are home values maybe going to stabilize a little more? Most likely with the rising interest rates, but we definitely don't see this big crash happening with property values. So just remember that we have no power in the past and no power in the future. We have zero control over any of that. All you can do is focus on the now. And so if you're wondering if now is a good time for you to buy a home, I mean, it's a really individual opinion because, what is your current circumstance? You've got to sit down and kind of evaluate your why you might want a new home, why you might sell, and you get to determine if this is a good time. But if you're trying to make those decisions based off of what could happen or what will happen in the future, I mean, that's going to be a really difficult thing. I mean, I look at now, people who wanted to buy last year and they could have got an interest rate at like 2.9%, and now they're looking at like 3.8 or potentially 3.9 here in the future. I mean, that buying power has changed tremendously, not to mention that the property values have also increased in that amount of time. So, everybody needs to definitely look at it on a personal level and what it means to them and what their why is. Why do you want to move? Is this an opportunity for you to take that equity out of your home and purchase something that maybe will suit your family needs a little bit better? If that's the case, then now is a great time. Now's a great time. So anyway, I would love to chat with you more. If you have questions, please let me know. If you would like some information that's a little more honed in on your specific circumstance, I'm happy to help. If you're just curious, like, what is my home worth? Please call me. I'd be happy to give you those numbers and provide that information for you. So anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you and your support over the years. And I'm here to help in any way I can. And I hope you have a fabulous day and a happy 2022. Thanks so much, everyone.